Hey friends, welcome to my studio. I'm so glad you're here. I have just been having a blast here on YouTube, hanging out with you guys, getting to know you. It's been really fun and really good for me. I really appreciate everybody's support. Today I want to paint a coneflower painting. I think they're also called echinacea. You guys can let me know in the comments. This is a photo I took. It looks a little funny on my iPad. So that's my reference photo for what the flowers look like. I'm going to paint it on a 20 by 20 canvas from Michaels. I really like the 1.5 inch. It's their level 3 professional, but I should say the label next time. They're acid free, kiln dried, stretcher bars. It's splined. So there's a little rubber gasket in there. I just love them. One thing I do want to mention is every once in a while, so I spray my I've got a video on how to tighten up a canvas so it's nice and tight. Every once in a while you get one that will just want to pucker in the corners. I think I sprayed and dried this one 12 times with my hair dryer. Not in one day, over several days. And it still had a little pucker, and so I kept working on, I don't know how many total times I tried to tighten this one. Every once in a while you just kind of have to keep working it, but it'll tighten up. I just wanted to let you know, keep going, it'll work. And then I'm going to write, I've got a nude chalk pastel from Prismacolor. They're just not, they're a little harder, so they're not quite as dusty. And then I don't know, I got a cheap brand off of Amazon. There's another chalk pastel, I don't know what the brand is. I want to say it's like MUNYO or MUNGYO. Anyway, I really like them. So I'm going to write the word love. I'm going to do it a little lower so it's in my grass. And then I'm just going to kind of sketch out. I think I kind of want like maybe some trees. I don't know. I think I kind of want like, here, maybe we'll just do it this way. I kind of want it to go like this. And then I kind of want it to maybe come across here. That's just my background. So I don't know, can you see that? Is that too light? So all I'm thinking, and I'll probably actually bring this up. Let me mark it first and then So I'm just kind of thinking shape. So I've got some trees here, over here, and then the sky is kind of this, oh my gosh, the sky is kind of the shape of Nebraska, which is the state I live in. It's a really long Nebraska. Okay, so I thought I would just pop in, I don't even know what colors I'm gonna use yet, so I will figure that out. I'll paint a little bit, and let's have some fun. Okay, I decided on colors. I'm gonna do cerulean blue, and then this has been one of my favorite colors lately, bright aqua green. So I'm gonna kind of have a blue-green sky. I'm gonna mute it down with a little neutral gray 5, and then titanium white. So I'm gonna stick these in my art cart here. And then I've got to mix it up. Here's my colors. That's what they look like. So I'm probably gonna need more than this. I'm gonna mix this up. And then I think I'm gonna paint with a 2-inch brush because it'll go quick. This is just an inexpensive 2-inch brush from Blick. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to hold my palette knife too. Okay, and then I also think I'm gonna do warmer greens for the grasses, and then quinacridone and white for the flowers. So I think I'll use quinacridone, a yellow-orange azo, and I don't know how I'll mix the green. I'll probably mix a green. I'll let you know when I figure that out. I'll be back in a bit, guys. Okay, I thought I'd pop in. Oh, that kind of squeaked. Hopefully that doesn't sound too weird on the video. Thought I'd pop in, you know, I mixed plenty of color because sometimes I forget how much white I'm going to use to lighten it up. And then I just generally lightened it up and then added maybe a little speck of gray. Just grabbed a little, dipped my brush, the corner of my brush in the gray just to grab a little gray, and then just mix it right on the canvas. And that's one thing nice about using such a big brush. You can just do a really simple sky, going back and forth. Here, maybe you want to see it. And then I went lower than what I drew on my canvas with the chalk pastel. I don't know if I can get this corner because I'm leaning back. There we go. I'm leaning back in my chair. Just so I make sure I've gone far enough for the grasses and the flowers. Oh, and then I wanted to mention, because I keep forgetting, so I put a little post-it note here on my easel. I have a traceable for a coneflower painting, the same size. It's a different painting. I'll link that in this video's description. And we also did a live with that painting. So if you want to have a traceable for coneflowers, I've already got that up on my YouTube channel. Is there anything else? Oh, I think I'm gonna mix some yellow azo in here and see what kind of greens I get, but I'm gonna want darker greens. So I might just use this tube of Hooker's Green Deep Hue that I bought by mistake. I usually buy just Hooker's Green, which would definitely be a nice dark color. I don't know why I'm shaking it. You can see, oh, I suppose because of the glare, it almost looks black there on the swatch. Okay guys, I'm gonna let this sky dry a bit and then I'll be back. Hey, so I was gonna pop in with a few thoughts, what I'm thinking, and then after this point is where we'll do the live. I will download the live if you don't want to go watch that in real time and time lapse it right after this point. I really like the yellow azo and that Hooker's Green Deep Hue. It made some really nice greens. I put some yellows in here. I used some of my sky color. Like I would grab some straight up aqua green and put it over some of the dark green. It really makes kind of a pretty color. So I have done a couple, well the other coneflower painting I think had a dark side and a light side. This time I've got my dark in the middle, and then I'm kind of leading you this way, and then this line hopefully pushes you this way. And it also leads you a little bit this way. So you've kind of got this back and forth, and then hopefully this helps keep you in too. But what'll really help, so I'm thinking structure, I'm thinking darker here, you know, kind of a darker sweep here, dark trees up here, that kind of thing, values. And then it's getting grayer and lighter generally as it goes back. But the flowers will also really help direct your eye. I'm thinking the star of our show, I mean, we've got these trees. I don't think it'll be up here, it's too high. I think it'll be like right here on the 3rd. We'll have one of our bigger flowers, and then we'll have it look this way. I think that makes sense. So the structure of this painting is a little bit of an X almost, but really it's kind of got some stability, and then I'm just kind of, you know, telling you to kind of come in this way. I think that's all I need to tell you. Oh, I was using a 3/4 inch filbert, and I pretty quick switched to this 1 inch inexpensive brush from Blick's because I just liked what it was doing better. Oh, and the filbert I was using for the trees, it just, I don't know, sometimes you blame the brush when it's really just me. I could do it with any brush, you know. But I switched just because I felt like it. Okay, guys, I'll be back in a bit after the live. Just popping in. So that last little bit that was time-lapsed was the live, and we painted the centers. I added a little texture to them. I used this brush, I don't know, it might be like a 1/2 inch filbert, somewhere in that size. It's the paint's coming off of it, so I don't know what the size is. And we worked on, you know, just laying the brush down and then pushing into the canvas a little bit and then twisting to make some of the petals, changing the color. We chatted a lot and had a good time. I thought I would show you what we're up to, and then we'll go back to the time lapse for a little bit. I think the colors are really yummy, and I'm going to build more up on those petals. Like this one has some whites, that one down there, but that one right here doesn't have any whites or highlights in it yet. I might put some browns in the centers. This one doesn't even have any petals. But I think the colors are looking really, really good. Okay guys, I'll be back in a bit. Hey, just a couple thoughts. So I ended up adding some burnt umber to my palette. So whatever dark brown that you have. And then you can't see it, but I had put some matte medium on my palette. Matte medium, I don't know if this is technically correct, but to me it's just acrylic paint without any pigment in it. So it'll make your colors more transparent without getting them too watered down. So it can be a really handy thing. You can use gloss medium. I just happen to like the matte because when I see the gloss on here, it kind of distracts me. All right, and then I added whites and some highlights. These are my three main flowers right here, which I like. And then with some matte medium, I just put on some softer flowers and then sometimes came back with another coat just to kind of play with the values and the intensity of the color. But like this is real soft. I'll pick it up and let you guys look. So that's just a dark color kind of thinly over the background without any matte medium. Whereas these, a lot of these have matte medium on them. So really you can do it either way. But I think I'm gonna get some stems on it and see where we're going before I add more flowers and things. And I wanna put bees on this one. My ballerina painting, which I'm pretty sure I mentioned earlier in this video, I'll link it below in the description. It has a traceable and it had one bee. But I'm liking it. And I'm liking this tree line a little bit better. I think I'm gonna cover it up more. But see, there's some of the soft flowers don't have much to them. They're just kind of couple brush strokes and centers. But I like the brown. I like the brown. That one's quite soft. Whereas that one has more hard edges. More hard edges and more contrast. So it's just kind of like little blobs of color. Just kind of playing around. Okay, I just wanted to let you know that I used the matte medium and what I'm thinking. I think it's time for a couple of stems. I think maybe in this one I'll, I don't know if I'll squiggle the stems more or maybe break them up so they're not quite so strong. Okay, I'll be back in a bit, guys. Hey, just a couple thoughts. So the last little bit here, I'm painting much slower. I'm using this flat brush. I definitely think this one's a 1/2 inch. And I'm just painting sort of subtle values and squiggles. I'll hold this closer so you can see it better. Put in some black. Can you see that from here? No, you really can't. Put in like some black blobs. Here. Let's get this closer. We'll look at this corner. So kind of like seedy, weedy things. I like how that rhymes. And then like here, there's this, right here, there's like this little squiggle line. Just to add some interest, and then it kind of softens up and gets fuzzier. Less detail. Oh, I added some leaves. See if you can see that here. I'll just kind of go through the middle now. There you can see some leaves. I'm thinking next I'm going to add bees. There's a leaf. And then some like grasses crossing over the stem, just to kind of break things up, break the direction up a little bit. I put some blue in over on this side. Oh, I don't know if you're getting glare from my light. I'm trying to hold it. If you guys could see me, it would be better than looking at my painting. I'm bending and stretching. Oops. There we go. So I hope that closer up look helps a little bit. Oh, and so the black I was talking about, let's see, a little black right up here. There you can kind of see it, like just a black brush stroke. That's about all that is. Okay, and I'm just debating, I don't know, I'm just debating about, like, I actually kind of like the softer ones better than the stronger, more contrasty ones. But definitely these three hold your attention really well. I think next we either add 1 bee or 3 bees or like 5 bees, you know. And then we'll see what else it needs. I don't know if it's going to need, I kind of have in mind to put like little sparkles of bright yellow. But I don't know. I was aiming for looser for this one, and I think I got it. I think overall it's looser. I mean, I like this painting. This is a bad printout. I really like this one, but it's tighter. But it's really fun. It's kind of like the Party Poppies, where it has lots of grasses going in different directions. And it has one bee. And then my reference photo, the coneflowers weren't fully open yet, so they actually had kind of these little dents. This one, they're all kind of fully open. Okay, I don't know that there's anything else. If you have any questions, I'm not done yet, but leave them in the comments if you think of something you want to ask, and I'll answer you the best I can. I'm going to quit for tonight, and I think tomorrow we'll put in some bees and see what we think. Hey friends, I'm done. I like saying that. I'm done. And it's good for me to look in my phone as I'm videoing because I can really step back from it. It's almost better than stepping back. You know, I step back about 6-8 feet in my studio. I really like, I have lots of thoughts. So there are bees on this painting, but I'll hold it closer so you can see it. But they are little. And I did that on purpose because the bees are stripy and contrasty, and I really want these flowers to stand out the most. I want these to be talking the loudest. And then this one, it's talking pretty loud. But then like this one I really like. It's just really soft pink. It's sort of whispering a little bit in the corner. I really like that. I like that I'm kind of saying, come on in. And then I'm like, I'm gonna lead you out into this big field. And then this hopefully stops you because it's a big vertical dark, but it's also really strong. So then I put a big flower over here. Hopefully, because if you go here and then these guys are looking this way, you go, and then there's a little bee and there's a little bee, you know, so I have 1, 2, 3, I have 1, 2, 3. And then even, I don't know if you can see it at that distance, but I have like a yellowish orange dot, a yellow dot and kind of a yellow orangish flower here. Before I was going to pick it up and show you, but I kind of like that this is a warm green, but it's a very similar value to this sort of the cooler blue greens over here. And then I just put in some fun brush strokes. I put in a few leaves just to create a little bit more depth and interest. But I think this is fun. One of my goals was to be a little bit more loose. I really like this one. This one's kind of, I don't know what to call it. Just kind of stronger. And it has a lot of fun colors in it too. Plus, looking at the printout isn't the greatest either. I mean, compared to the actual painting. But I think I did everything I wanted to do. It's looser. So the bees are actually brown and kind of yellows and orange. And then I mixed matte medium with titanium white to do the wings. But isn't that just a nice little shot, except for the shadow I'm getting? Let's see, where's another? Oh, there's another bee. I kind of hinted at some legs. All right, let's back up. Oh, there's the last bee. That one I definitely had more matte medium in the wings so you could see the bee underneath that I painted. Let's see if I can show you the 3 yellow dots. Oh, I don't know if I can aim it quite right. Oh, well, you can kind of see. one there, and then that's the flower I was talking about. So I kind of subtly keep saying to you, this is the most important area of the painting. Oh, here, maybe you want to see that soft little pink. I think that one's my favorite flower. It's just sweet. I hope this helps getting a little closer view. So there's just like a blue, pretty much straight up square brush stroke. I added like a little petal. Isn't that fun? So it's really fun to play with the values. If I'm getting glare. Even though the acrylic dries kind of matte, it's plastic, it still kind of shines a little bit. Some blue there. Alrighty, let me know if you like this one. I think it worked well. I was a little scared to do such strong dark areas like this, but I think it works okay because the softer, more muted colors help the pink straight out of the tube, quinacridone, magenta, and white in the centers really call your attention. Okay, if you have any questions, pop them in the comments, or if you just want to wave and say hi, I love that. I really like connecting with you guys. What else do I need to say? Thank you. Thank you for the subscriptions. We're almost up to 2,000 subscribers. That means so much to Emily and I. Emily helps me with the lives on Wednesday. She does the heavy lifting with the editing and the uploading and just makes it so much easier to get all these videos onto YouTube. Emily, thank you so much for doing that. Thank you for hanging out with me. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.